Chris Carter. I'm a videographer, photographer, VFX artist, graphics art design. I do it all. I'm in a rural area, and I'm kind of in this video. My channel is about taking you behind the scenes as I do these vlogs about building a production company in a rural area where you're not near the big city like LA or New York. I'm in South Carolina. I'm not even, I'm about 3 hours outside of Atlanta, from Atlanta, 3 hours from Atlanta. So I'm in a small town called Orangeburg. If you've never heard of that, that's where I'm located. But I'm, talking about some of the processes and some things you go through when you're trying to build your company and you don't have access to a lot of those different type things you do. And then you got to learn a lot of stuff on your own because there are not many people around that you can just kind of walk on set and learn the tricks of the trade right then and there. You got to kind of learn as you go. So this is a journey with me, and it's basically like a lot of trial and error. Like some of the stuff that I do is basically like me, just trial and error. It's like I get on the YouTube, I may study a few things, but once I get onto the set or once I get onto my shoot, that I'm actually learning as I go. But I did my first night shoot with Mama Asia Blue, fantastic. Able to torque her body in all kind of positions, which made the shoot so much, more, it made it so much more fun, getting different angles where somebody can torque their body the way she torques her body, made some amazing shots. Also, when you first start doing videos, a lot of times you're going to be buying equipment and buying different equipment, and the equipment you buy, sometimes you're going to realize that that's not the equipment for you. Some of the biggest mistakes I think I made along this process was I would buy so much equipment, and as I would buy all this equipment, I started realizing that this equipment didn't fit who I was. It didn't work for me. So, I started, the look I wanted and a lot of my stuff I wasn't getting because I didn't have the right equipment that suited the things that I like to do, which I like a lot of colors. I like a lot of things that can change. And I got this I got an RGB light that, hey, I can go any color I want, which I really like. It can go red, it can go blue. I can change up the spectrum. I can speed it up, slow it down. But this one light, it really changed the game for me. And it's just something that I like, and I like the look. And I had a chance to use it with Asia. Also, I want to thank Miss Mercy, Queen, who was on the set with her that did some of the BTS. We did all the BTS for me. First time her, she was, I guess, doing that. I'm not sure, but for me, she did an outstanding job, and she was amazing. But one of the things I did learn about this is that even though you got lenses with the low aperture, like 1.4, 1.8, 1.2, etc., what I found out is I tried to do movements and things like that, is that sometimes the shot would go out of focus, and it was very hard for me to keep Asia in focus doing the 1 point for a wide open aperture, because what I realized now is that when you open your aperture up that wide, it lets a lot of light in, it gets a lot of bokeh field, but the bokeh field takes over the whole frame. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is where when you're shooting a low aperture, you have like a frame like this to keep everything sharp. When you open up the aperture, everything that's sharp goes within this circle. So just think of it where everything outside this circle is out of focus, and the only thing, you got this camera, you got to keep everything in focus like that. It's very difficult, I found out, and I kind of knew it, but then I wanted to kind of go ahead and shoot it anyway. I figured I might be able to use it, which I didn't use the footage, but that's one thing I did learn. So when you're shooting late at night, it's really good to find as much ambient light as you can find, but if you don't have much ambient light, and you shoot with a wide open aperture, you got to really be precise on where you're, focusing the camera, because you don't have a large margin for error. It's so small. Wide open apertures, 2.8, 3.0, those are wide apertures, very sharp as far as, keeping everything in focus, but at the same time, you need a lot of light with those things when you go with those low aperture lenses. So, but you can get the creamy butter milky effect, which is so dope, which I really like. But that's just my vlog for today. You know, I learned about apertures, and that's something I make sure you need to learn about. And also lighting. When you buy equipment that suits you. Nobody else will suit you. But again, I'm not going to keep you all that long. If you got any questions about things you want me to talk about or things you want me to go over, just drop a comment below. I'll be happy to go over that. And I'm out. Chris Carter, Rykstudios. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Building a film company in a rural area. Chris Carter, I'm out.